Hey guys, hope you're doing good. Happy Tuesday. So what we did yesterday is we talked about square root property, just the very basics of it, and how in order to solve a quadratic with square root property, you need to isolate the x squared first and then square root both sides. Remembering that the plus and minus is huge when you do the square root property, which is the most missed part. You should have two solutions when you use square root property. Okay. So today we're going to get a little more complicated with square root property, and then hopefully help you with that. But before we do that, let's review a little bit from yesterday. So yesterday you had the equation 4x squared plus 2 equals 18. You had problems just like this. Okay, so just kind of review. You're going to do backwards PEMDAS here in order to solve. So the first thing I'm going to do is subtract the 2 from either side. Okay, so I end up with 4x squared equals 16. Okay. Remember that when a number and a variable are together, they're smushed together, there's an imaginary multiplication sign there. So I'm going to divide both sides by 4, and I get x squared equals 4. Okay, this is what I want to do, just solving a normal equation, getting the variable by itself like we always do, and then what I do is square root, or square a square root. But what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So these will cancel, and I'm left with x equals plus or minus 2. And that's my answer. Remember, you can write that as plus 2 and negative 2, or just that symbol over there, a little plus sign over a negative sign works as well. So again, that's review from yesterday. Today, we're going to kick it up a notch, okay? So we're going to do something like this. And if you notice, there's parentheses now, so there's a little more math involved. There's two ways you can solve this problem. Most of you guys are going to do it the way I show you, and then I'll talk you through the second way as well. So first thing I'm going to do, you see a 3, you'll want to distribute. Beautiful, let's distribute that 3. So I end up with 3x squared minus 6 equals 21. So 3x squared minus 6 equals 21. Remember to distribute the 3 to both terms in that binomial. Then from here, it is exactly like the process we did on this problem here before. I'm going to add 6 to both sides, and I get 3x squared equals 27. That's divisible by 3, so I end up with x squared equals 9, square root both sides, and x equals plus or minus 3. Okay. Seems very similar to the last one, except for this parentheses there to distribute. What I also could have done there, so there's 2 different ways to solve this problem. So let me do this on this side. So if I have 3x squared, what was it, minus 2, equals 21. So you can do it either way you want to, either way works. Instead of distributing there, what I also could have done is I could have divided both sides by 3 right away. Those cancel. I don't distribute that because that cancels it. So I get x squared minus 2 equals 7. I then add 2 to both sides. X squared equals 9. And then I square root. X equals plus or minus 3. Either way works. This way might be a little bit confusing because it's a little bit different than what we normally do. So definitely you can go back to doing it this way. But those problems, there's 3 of those today on your homework that's due Wednesday by 11:59. And then tomorrow we'll do the last way to do square property. I hope to see you guys on Zoom if you have any questions. Have a great day. Enjoy the beautiful weather and talk to you soon.